this is Interview 24 program. These days, a delegation of representatives of the Finnish educational sector are paying official visit to Uzbekistan. The members of the delegation visited several educational institutions, secondary schools, and took part in the workshop on the process of organizing education. And today we have special guest, the director of the Finnish National Education Agency, Samu Seitsalo. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting. It's really nice to be here.
So first of all, can you please give a brief description of the purpose of your visit?
Yes, Finnish National Agency for Education, or actually we call it EDUFI, made a memorandum of understanding last October with the State Inspectorate here in Uzbekistan. The idea with the memorandum is that we will together try to help to develop the education in Uzbekistan. And the reason for this visit is that we will agree on concrete steps. We will try to have a little bit longer project funded by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Finland in order to achieve the goals that we have set in our Memorandum of Understanding.
And during your visit, you visited several educational institutions. You held meetings with several ministries and departments, yes? And what are your first impressions on that?
The impressions are really positive. First of all, I think that the reception of everybody here in Uzbekistan is so warm. Not the weather, but also the people are really warm-hearted, and we appreciate the recipient from everybody. I think what is the biggest surprise for us is the motivation of everybody. Let it be the ministries or the children in the school. There is a clear idea that education is the key to change the society. And in Finland we believe at the same way. If we don't invest in education, we will lag behind. And when we were visiting the primary school 191 here in Tashkent, the impression was really that the children are enjoying the learning. This is something you cannot pretend. It has to be somewhere in your heart, and you can definitely see it from their faces and the smiles on their faces.
It's known that over the two past years, the Education Inspectorate of Uzbekistan and Finland has been conducting several cooperation, yes? Yeah. And last year the Memorandum of Understanding was signed between Uzbekistan and Finland. And since that time, what has achieved?
I think what we have achieved is that we have shared information. We have had several webinars between our organization and between the educators from both countries. I think not only Uzbekistanis but also the Finnish people have learned from this cooperation. And if we think of Finnish education, that it's said that it's one of the best in the world, I can guarantee that we didn't invent it ourselves. We cooperated with other countries. We took some examples from different countries. We put it in the pot, make the soup, and now it's delicious. And we are ready to share it with others so that you can learn also from our experience.
How do you assess Uzbekistan's education sector?
I think you are making really fast improvement in your system. I think that there are some bottlenecks still, and this is something we try to identify together with the State Inspectorate and try to put in concrete terms in our cooperation plan for the next 2 years. If I have to mention something, I think that the training of teachers is quite important. I think that by improving their skills and providing in-service training for the teachers is a key to receive the goals.
So what is being done to improve the skills of teachers? Can you give concrete examples?
We are still in the beginning of our cooperation when it comes to the teachers, but we have shared the ideas between the organizations, and of course we are hoping that the information from this cooperation is also given to the teachers. But the fast development that you are taking here, it's actually incredible, also including the in-service training of the teachers. You have changed from a 5-year interval in providing training for teachers to have it once or twice a year. So it's a really big development in concerning the teacher training.
Can you share a little bit information about the Finnish experience in improving personal skills?
Yeah. I think that the starting point for Finnish teachers is that our teachers are, all of them are holding master degree. Either if you're teaching, if you're a class teacher in the first 2 grades, you need to have a master degree from education. If you are a subject teacher teaching mathematics or languages, then you must have master degree from the subject that you are teaching plus pedagogical studies on top of that. So we believe that the starting point for our teachers is strong. They can keep up to date, whether it's digital skills or the change of the world in general.
And what aspects of the system for Uzbekistan do you consider appropriate to implement this in Uzbekistan?
I think that if we can concentrate on trying to identify the areas where teachers need continuous training most. I'm not an expert to say what these areas could be, but definitely this is something that if we can identify the areas where we can cooperate, I think then there is a good chance to have also quick results. Because if we want to change the whole teacher training from the starting point, then it will take some time to get the results.
Can you please mention about Uzbekistan's experience also? Which aspects can be applied for international education systems?
International, especially what I was saying about the motivation of the students, of the pupils, of the teachers. I think that you can clearly see how motivated everybody are to learn, and I feel that's a little bit in, for example, in Finland, we have difficulties, especially with boys in the school class. They might be distracted by something, or they have some other interests, but they have sometimes a little bit difficulties in finding the motivation for learning. And this is something I really would like to take home from here, is that how everybody sees the value of education. I think also how people are acting with each other. I mean, it seems that there is quite warm relation between the students and also between the teacher and students. And I think this is something where we could definitely learn from Uzbekistan, what we can take back to Finland. And I hope that during this project I will learn more and have more opportunities to come to Uzbekistan to learn how you're doing, and of course to see some results from our cooperation as well.
Are there any exchange programs between Uzbekistan and Finland within the framework of your project?
This is something that we are still discussing on whether we will, what methods we will use, but definitely inside during this program we will bring some Uzbekistan leaders, teachers. I don't know even if students would be included to see from Finland how we're doing things, and we will bring some experts to help your ideas and development here in Uzbekistan. I would like to also mention that for university students in Finland we have programs that are open also for Uzbekistan students. We have especially scholarship program for PhD students. If they want to come to Finland to start their PhD, we have a scholarship for this purpose. It is open to any nationals of the world, and of course we want to concentrate those scholars for the countries which we are cooperating. So would be happy to see some applications also from Uzbekistan.
And one of your main purposes of the visit is to open new branch of university, yes, of new university in Uzbekistan, Nordic University.
The new university will start its first semester, and it will be also a cooperation project with a Finnish university, Karelia University, and the plan is to adapt some of the ideas of applied sciences, so to link the working life and the university studies. And this is something what we have had already for 40 years in Finland, universities of applied sciences, where the idea is trying to bring the studies and working life closer. And this is something that the Nordic University will try to do. They are also starting cooperation in degree programs. So when the students start here in Tashkent, they can continue their studies or part of their studies in Finland. So I think it's a good opportunity for young people to have a best side of the both countries, being part of the degree program that done here in Uzbekistan, and part of that it's done in Finland.
What are the future plans and what are the perspectives of cooperation between Uzbekistan and Finland?
I think that this cooperation between our organizations, I mean EduFi and State Inspectorate, this can create kind of a core for the cooperation, or the basis for the house where we can build and add new elements to it. With this project, I don't think that we can include all the needs of both countries. So we have to concentrate on something and then try to find ways to add new elements on this. So I think that this cooperation between our organizations can act as a bridge building in this cooperation.
Mr. Samu Seitsalo, thank you for interesting conversation.
Thank you. I hope we will have a chance to meet in the future, either here in Uzbekistan or you invited to come to Finland.
Thank you. That was Interview 24 program. Thank you for attention. Goodbye.